Corner Point Brewing in Berwick, Maine is Adam's Beer Ventures. All right.
I don't know where to go from that. So what are you drinking?
What am I drinking? All right, so we're over here at Corner Point Brewing, Berwick, Maine, and I am drinking the Down the Hatch Golden Blonde with mild peppers in it. Very delicious. Bruce, you got the mug of the club. Beer of the
Do you know words?
Easy for you to say. Live from Beer of the Month Brewing, I'm having a stroke.
Mug Club. There you go.
Mug Club member. I'm drinking the Peppo's Fate, which is
Pepto-Bismol, what?
Peppo's Fate. It's Jamie's pumpkin ale. It's really great. And if you're not part of the Mug Club, you should be.
That's a shameless plug.
No shame in my game. I'm telling you what right now.
Game at all.
No shame in my
Did you get
game.
commission for that?
No, I just do it because I believe in the beer and I believe in you.
So Greg, I mean, you were the reason why I ended up here.
Yeah.
Because you were telling me about it, and I had heard about it from of all people, Jerry, Jason Dotson. Apparently he's related to Jamie somehow, or something like that. I'd have to ask Jamie, or I'd have to ask Jason, but Bruce's really the reason why I ended up coming here, because, you know, he's like, hey, go try this place out, it's a buddy of mine's. And then, you know, today, the reason we ended up here was, well, because of you. This is like an impromptu thing. Like, this was literally Danny and I talked about it. Jerry said, let's go to Corner Point. I said, okay, I'll text Bruce and see if he's there, because he's around the corner, and here we are.
Yeah.
Enjoying beer.
Beer.
Why did you want to come here?
I just haven't had a chance to be here yet, and working in the area, driving by here all the time. I wanted to check out what's going on. So just good beer is good.
This is your first time here.
So this brewery started quite a few years ago. I used to work with the head brewer, Jamie, at my current place of employment. He used to do a lot of brewing out west when he lived out there, and when he moved back, he had this idea to start a brewery. And since I worked with him, he was always telling me about brewing, and it really kind of sparked my interest. And I remember one day he invited me over to his house, and we brewed on his small brewing setup, and it was amazing. It was like, I learned so much about the whole brewing process and everything. And Jamie's very scientific about his brewing. You know, he doesn't, you know, cut corners. He really focuses on making the best quality product he possibly can. And then one day at work, I caught wind that he was going to try and start a brewery, and my eyes just lit up, and I said, oh, you got to do it, because he makes such great beer. And so, long story short, one time he had a bunch of people over his house to test beer, just so they can get some recipes ready for when he opened his brewery, so he could, you know, so he had something. And it was a really great experience, and that's how the brewery is here today. And some of these beers that you're drinking were actually ideas, and some of them were actually brewed for when I went over his house and tested beer. I know the pumpkin ale is one. I think minus one thing. I think that he brewed it with a different yeast, and the Old Town Coffee Blonde, which is something that he did quite before he actually thought about opening the brewery. And it was a great beer, and I said, this has got to be
really, really tasty. Yeah,
it's a very tasty beer. So that's it. Cut. So we're about to indoctrinate Danny into drinking the Old Town Coffee, which is probably the best blonde ale I've ever had in my life. So here we go.
They make it sound like I'm unwilling to drink beer.
Just put it in your mouth hole, Papa.
Oh, Jesus.
Tell you what right now, mister. This motherfucker right here, best one you ever had. Tell you what right now, Bob. Put it in your gullet. You'll love it.
It's very coffee. It's a good morning beer. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but
Follow us, adamsbeerventures.com. We're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Check us out. Also, Untapped. Thank you. And of course, Daniel's Destinations is the one behind the camera here, so make sure you go and check his stuff out too. All right, cheers.
he doesn't know anything about technology.
No, I don't. That's why he's behind the camera. Anyway, cheers. Thank you, Corner Point. We've had a good time. We'll be back.